Hi, I'm Sifu Kuttel, and in this video we are going to be doing a workout to develop our balance and stability with Tai Chi training and techniques. So we are going to begin developing our strength using dynamic and moving exercises, and then as we get into the later part of the workout, we are going to develop familiarity with the movement, and we are going to work at our balance point while shifting our weight forward and backward and side to side. You'll see it as we do it, but this is a great way to develop your balance in your Tai Chi forms for the single-legged positions, as well as your everyday life. Let's get to work. Let's begin by bringing our feet hips distance apart, toes pointing forward, and heels on the ground. Make sure as we do this first exercise, your heels do not come up off the ground. We're going to take our hands and press them down just off of the side of our body. It shouldn't be touching, and you should leave some space in your arms, between your arm and your body. Now from here, we're going to sink down by bending the knees as low as possible. I'm not bending my upper body, I'm just bending the knees. And remember, as you do this, do not raise your heels off the ground. We are going to stay on the ground completely and going as low as possible. Now nice and slow, we're going to squat down. 1. Keep good posture, make sure the tailbone is tucked. 2. Nice and easy controlled breathing using the dantian and the diaphragm. 3. 4. Make sure as you raise up, think of touching your head up towards the ceiling, keeping that spine nice and straight. 5. And when we reach the point up at the top, be sure to keep the knees slightly bent. Do not overextend and lock the knees out. 6. You also want to make sure that the knees are over your feet and not pointing inward or outward. 7. And our final squat, pressing with the heels. Think of digging into the ground and pushing the body straight up. 8. Okay, now from here we're going to do toe-heel taps. So for the arms, you can either place them behind the back or you can cross them in front. I like to do this either grabbing the elbows or just laying one arm over the other, because this gives us a little bit of intention in the upper body. We don't want to end up slouching or falling over as we do this. Now we're going to bend one leg, so turn your toes out to a 45-degree angle, and then we're going to touch our heel. Now, I'm not completely straight with this leg. I want to bend that knee, so I'm going to work my supporting leg. And then I'm going to reach back and touch my toe. Now, weight distribution-wise, you should be able to do this without even touching the ground, okay? So we're not trying to step and lean forward, okay? So let's begin. We'll do 8 of these. Heel, toe, 1, heel, 2, heel, 3, heel, 4, heel, 5, heel, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8. And then the same thing, the other side. So again, pivot that foot out, 45-degree angle, bend that knee, and then touch, just barely tap. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8. For our next exercise, we're going to work on rocking balance. Now, I have a complete video for this technique by itself and ways that you can elevate the amount of training that you get out of it. So in this video, we're going to do just the basic version. You can check out that other video to see how to make this a little bit more intense. We're simply going to step forward with one foot, comfortable step, you don't need to go too far, and keep the toes on both feet pointing forward. Now, make sure to have some space between the legs. We're not on a tightrope, okay? And what we're going to do is raise the toes and shift back, shift forward, and raise the heel. Shifting back, raise the toes. Shifting forward, raise the heel. Back, 1. Back, 2. Back, 3. Back, 4. Back, 5. Back, 6. Back, 7. Back, and 8. Same thing, other side. Now if you want a little more intensity, raise both heels as you shift forward. So again, we'll start by raising that front toe, forward, back. 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. 6, back. 7, back. 8, back. Now for our final exercise, we are going to go skateboarding. So we are going to practice moving and shifting the weight over one platformed leg. So rather than thinking of both feet like rockers and moving both legs, only one leg is going to have to stabilize and feel weight difference. Our other leg, you want to think of pushing and kicking for a skateboard. So you want to kick, push here. Now notice I'm not touching the ground. If you're having difficulty in this, you can slide your foot, but try not to put any weight on it, okay? So we're going to bend the knee slightly so we get a little bit more of a leg workout as we do this. And then 1, kicking back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and coast. And then now to the same thing to the other side. Bend that knee so we're nice and low, and then kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to build familiarity with our single-legged techniques. I'm not going to do kicking in this one. That is a whole workout unto itself. You're more than welcome to add kicking to this. But for the most part, we're going to look at 3 techniques in particular that put us on one leg to balance for support, while the other leg is completely raised or extended forward or extended and both legs come up. So we're going to be doing golden rooster, play the fiddle, and stork spreads its wings. Okay? Now also, we're going to work on moving, because doing this in a static position is one thing, but being able to step forward into this or being able to step back into it also changes the dynamics of the technique. So we're going to do this stationary, forward with one foot, forward with the other foot, back with one foot, back with the other foot. Okay, just moving in a straight line. Let's begin with play the fiddle. So kind of like when we're doing that kick push exercise, you want to make sure the toes are turned out. We're going to bend the knee, and then we're going to extend and touch that heel, and we're just going to play the fiddle right in front. Now from there, exchange. So we step back and then forward, play the fiddle. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Now advancing forward, we're going to plant the foot, step up, play the fiddle, plant the foot, shift forward, play the fiddle. Retreating back, stepping back, shifting, play the fiddle, stepping back, shifting, play the fiddle. So you can see as we do this, it's stationary, one side then the other, and then advancing one side then the other, retreating one side then the other. I don't have to tell you left or right, you know just to switch and you get both sides done. The next one we'll do is stork spreads its wings, and we want to make sure we get this nice waving motion, like we're saying hello, going across the body and blocking outward. Whichever hand comes up, the other leg will extend out. So we'll set the hands and then extend, touching just the toes, extending both legs, coming up. And if you want to, you can do that slight toe raise. Stork spreads its wings is often considered a hidden kick. So you would want to have most of your weight on the back leg and then barely any weight on that front foot, just holding that toe out for stability. Okay, so again, we'll start low, toe touch, bring that hand low, extend both, come up, stepping back, exchanging. We have hand down at the hip, hand by the shoulder, coming up, extending both legs. Now stepping forward, hand at hip, hand at shoulder, extend, up, and advancing, hand at hip, hand at shoulder, touch the toe, extending both legs, stepping back, hip and shoulder, staying low, coming up, stepping back, hand at hip, hand at shoulder, staying low, and then extending forward. For our final one, we're going to do golden rooster. So make sure you keep your elbow over your knee, and you want a nice straight line up and down with your forearm and your leg as well. So you have to turn that hip a little bit forward, okay? So we'll raise up, same hand and foot, step down, raise up, same hand and foot, step forward, raise up, hand and foot, step forward, raise up, hand and foot, step back, raise up, hand and foot, step back, raise up, hand and foot. Now you can see this is actually quite a simple way of working on your techniques. 2 in the same spot, 2 forward, 2 backward. And you get a lot of different dynamics of stepping, shifting that weight, and bringing it back. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind as you're focusing on your balance and doing this is keeping your shoulders over your hips. So when you step back, don't tilt and don't leave your shoulders forward as you try to shift the body back. That's going to change the dynamics of your balance and throw you off. The other thing is use your eyes. It's very easy for us to look at the ground, and once we start looking down, this changes our posture, which pulls us forward. So if you keep your eyes up, this tends to keep your shoulders over your hips, and that keeps your hips over your feet, and you have much, much better control over your balance. And that's going to conclude this workout. Now, this is not a workout that you can just have a one and done experience. This is something you need to follow up on to actually develop your balance, especially in movement. So use this workout as a warm-up for maybe the next month. Every time you do a training session for Tai Chi, you warm up with these exercises. Just the first 1 or 2 minutes, you should be good to go and actually build your stability, and it should become noticeable after a couple of weeks. Now, one other key component for stability and balance, especially when it comes to Tai Chi, is flexibility, which we did not go over in this workout. So it is also important to stretch. Make sure to stretch those legs out, your calf muscles, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, the IT band, and as well your lower back and your core needs to be able to stretch out as well. If that's tight, it's going to affect your legs. So make sure, focus on your flexibility and always hydrate properly. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I'll see you in the next.